Hello, Graham.
Yeah.
It's Neil Waters from the Thylacine Awareness Group.
Oh, g'day, Phil.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks. Can you hear me all right? I'm on a tractor using Bluetooth, so...
I can hear you okay. It's not too bad.
Yeah. So I just put in that email thing the other day. Because while I'm sitting on the tractor, I'm watching YouTube and I was watching your Thylacine documentary.
Yep.
And it just made me think back to when I did see that animal. And I was too far away to get a really good look at it.
Sure.
But it was always struck me, and I say this in the email, just the way it ran off. And I said then that it was just weird. And I do a lot of shooting, a lot of hunting, and just the way it moved was different to anything else I'd seen. But too far away to definitely, I don't know, see the stripes or its ears or its head or anything like that. So at the time, I just put it down to a feral dog.
Yeah, there's a lot of sightings in that area. Are you still in the Tatiara district?
No, I'm not. I'm in Redmark now.
Oh, up the Riverland. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
right.
We've got a few sightings from up the Riverland, but not a huge amount.
No, all right.
More.
I wasn't aware of anything up here, but that was the only hint I had of, maybe it was the thylacine, maybe it wasn't, but definitely just it was the, as you say, on the doggos, and without putting words into my mouth or thoughts into my head, I'd often thought the gait on that animal, whatever I saw, was unusual. And,
Well, that's the one consistent thing that people always say when they reckon they've seen one of these things, and it seems to be, it's in the anecdotal records as well from the old days. So, it's pretty obvious that there's something out there with a rather peculiar gait that looks like a thylacine, yeah?
Yeah.
And that whole border town area, right down to Mount Gambier, and across to Morgan and Mount Mary, and back over to the Mount Lofty Ranges. There's sightings right through there to this day.
Yeah, right. There is a lot of around that border town area, particularly to the north into the Narcat scrub. There's a lot of scrub with open ground attached to it. And the property I was working on was called Senior Park, and it was a really well-developed property at the time when they cleared it back in the 50s. Every paddock had a patch of scrub in it.
Yep.
And whereas some of the other blocks I've seen have just been clear filled from boundary to boundary, this was not so.
Yeah, it was done with a little bit more smarts.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there salinity problems in that area?
Still what, sorry?
Are there salinity problems in that area with soil salinity?
With dogs? Oh, sorry, I'm loose. So, any problems in that area with what?
Soil salinity.
Soil salinity? No.
Bit further south, there's a few salinity issues from over clearing. That's all.
Oh, okay.
South of Keith.
With you now.
Yeah.
No, not really. No. Not where I was farming anyway.
One of the guys in the group, actually, on the committee, Mark Taylor, his son was in a truck coming back from Mount Gambier only about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and he was asleep, but the driver saw one crossing the highway out near Tintinara.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we've had a sighting out that way only in the last 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, right.
South Australia still seems to produce more sightings than anywhere every year.
Right. Yeah, it's just, my partner doesn't believe it. And I said, I think there's enough. On the doggos, you said 7,000 sightings in Australia. Well, say you can explain 90% of them. That still leaves, 700 or so that
are bang on. Yeah, exactly.
And it's a bit like UFOs. I think they're out there. I I've never seen one. But,
Yeah, I've seen
doesn't mean
some
they're not
weird things in the sky, but I get accused of being wacko enough without talking about that stuff as well.
I thought, I'll bugger it. I will send you an email and you can take it from there. And as I said, it might help to build a bigger picture. And whether it was or not, I can't be sure.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, mate. You know, we've got a couple of videos out there on YouTube of what I believe are tigers and their unusual gait. There's the one from the Flinders Ranges in 1973, and then there was another one from the York Peninsula, only in 2017.
Was that the one where the bloke had set up a camera right on sunlight?
That's correct. It was on sunrise, yeah. He was just filming the sunrise. Yeah, that's right. And it just walked in front of the camera, and it's got that weird gait. It's limping along.
Yeah, and there was another one that I saw that you posted up that was limping. And then, but as the person explained, that it limps on one foot, then it favours the other foot.
Exactly.
It wasn't really limping.
That's right. It's just got this weird hoppy skip with the back feet while it's running with the front feet.
Yeah. No, it's just an amazing subject. If that animal's out there, I think it is.
Yeah, well, there's that, and there's a lot of other weird things out there that, you know, go unconfirmed. But, I mean, we keep finding a lot of really good five-toed footprints that are bang on for thylacine. But, you know, according to the experts, they're just too big to be thylacine prints, you know.
Well, I only know what you've told me.
Sure.
Looking at your doggos and that. So I know nothing much about them. But even my partner didn't know they were a marsupial. And I said, well, shit, I knew that. But, but I thought, I didn't know they had a padded foot a little bit like a kangaroo, and that they could lift themselves up on their back feet.
Yeah, that rear hock. Yep.
Yeah, and so when you look at the footprints, and some of them are quite elongated, you can see the pad back behind you can see what did you call it, the hock?
The hock, yeah. They call it a hock on the back foot, but the front foot's got a weird construction too, because there's like a little pad at the back of the front foot that goes down as well when you get that fifth toe impression. So, you know, and they splay their toes out because they don't have any webbing between their toes. We've been able to put together a fair amount of info that I'm pretty confident is bang on the money, but still no dead animals, so no banana.
Yeah, that's right. So, which surprises me, but the fifth toe that sometimes shows up in a footprint, is it on the inside of the foot or on the outside?
It's on the inside. So
I assumed it was on the inside.
It's like a thumb, basically.
Yes.
And it's quite flexible. It can go out at right angles, or it can be up near the plantar pad and that index toe.
Yeah.
So
I was just watching one this morning, and it was on the York Peninsula, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
You were doing plaster casts of something that run along the beach.
Oh no, that was in Tassie. That was me and Mark in Tassie a couple of months back.
Oh, that was Tassie, was it? Oh,
yeah, that was northeast Tassie.
Yeah, and there was one of them there. You can definitely see that hock where it put the back of its foot down.
Yep.
And I said, oh wow, how could you explain that?
Well, they choose not to. That way they don't have to deal with it, yeah?
Yeah.
I explain it, but all the experts, all you can hear is crickets. I've just got a heap of info from some folks over in WA who've had one running up their driveway. They've got heaps of photos, took some really good plaster casts. The plaster casts are identical to the ones I get from Tassie and South Australia, yeah? But yeah, they're all just, it's the same cosmopolitan dog that likes to swim across Bass Strait.
Yeah. That's right. There was one over in WA I was watching, and it made me laugh because this dog had been walking backwards and forwards. This silence had been walking backwards and forwards. And the kid said, right, I'm going to get my camera ready for him. And then when he did take the movie, the video with his camera, it was so blurred you could barely make it out. And do you know the one I mean?
No, I'm not sure which one that is, actually.
All right. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was somebody else.
Yeah, it might have been.
But I just laughed. I said every kid walks around with a phone nowadays with a camera on it. the only time he thinks he gets a good shot, he stuffs it up. You know.
Yeah, that first bit of footage we got in 2016, that was from a kid with his mobile phone.
Oh, where was that?
That's the one in the Adelaide Hills where it walks behind the garbage bin. You can see it walking along.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ah, okay, yep. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I beg your pardon. I keep getting the stories all mixed up.
That family saw that animal, or a animal like that one, about 3 times before the kid got that footage.
That's before the kid got it.
Yeah. So
that's when I laughed.
my life's been a snowball ever since.
Yeah.
Oh, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger with this Thylacine stuff. It's crazy.
I reckon it'd get you in.
To think that they're trying to clone this animal and they're prepared to throw millions and millions of dollars behind that, but won't fund 5 cents worth of research into it still being there, is just an abomination of science, I believe. I just think that's crap.
Yeah, you mean the DNA?
Yeah. That's just...
There was another footage I saw, and I think it was one of your Tassie docos. You'd set up a camera, you'd left it there for a long, long time, so your scent and everything would be gone. And there was just off to the left of the picture.
Yeah.
You could see the rump, and you said, okay, so that's either a bandicoot or a thylacine. But it looks too big to be a...
Yeah, it's way too big to be a bandicoot. And in the very first frame of that clip, you can see it's just the edge of its short, rounded ear. In the very first frame.
I'll go back and have a look.
There's a slowed down version of that on our YouTube channel that actually shows that up, and you can just see that rounded ear. It's absolutely not a wallaby. No way.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway,
there was another one that was walking away from you, and you could see the rounded ears and the stripes on the back. They say, oh, that was a paddy melon. But as you point out,
that's no paddy melon, mate. It's paddy melons have a dip in their tail from their rump to the tail. It dips down like a dog leg. But that's got a dead straight back, dead straight tail, and you can see its ears. Its head's up.
Yes.
It's all in line. Paddy melons can't even do that.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's just absolute hogwash. But yeah, I'm going to take the flack.
I'm just going to keep an eye out. Take more attention. I do a lot of, even up here, I do a lot of shooting and walking around.
Yeah, well, they're up there. I've had sightings from up near Renmark and definitely around Swan Reach. There's definitely some hanging around there.
Something there.
Yep, both sides of the river, not just the Adelaide side, but the Victoria side of the river too.
Yeah, okay.
So they're out there.
Against the bookmarks biosphere or the Cowbrook Scrub, which goes right across to...
That's a lot of country out there, mate. That goes out towards Dangali, out towards Broken Hill Road.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
That's massive habitat out there. There could be anything out there.
I'm just going to keep my eyes open now.
Yeah, keep your eyes to the ground too. You never know what you'll see. You might see a few headless roos lying around out there somewhere.
Yes, yeah. You see, I may have seen them and never thought anything of it. When I say keep the eyes open, I mean the tracks.
Sure. No, if you're in the dune country out there at any point in time, you might find some prints out there.
Yeah.
In those sandy areas, those inland sort of dune systems.
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
Right.
Mate, I record all these conversations. Is it okay if I use this in a clip, or you prefer it to... That's all right?
Yes. Yeah, that's no problem.
All right, Graham. Excellent.
Okay. All right.
Good on you, mate. Thanks for reaching out, and stay in touch if you find something.
I will, yeah.
Excellent. Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.